Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to a new era. My name's Emma. Pisces, this is your monthly read for November of 2024. And we're just going to dive right in. We're going to start with the general feel and overviewing feel of the energy for the month of November. And we're going to then go deeper and deeper into the message. And at the very end, wow. At the very end, we're going to move forward, I was going to say, because the card said so. We're going to bring in your angels to see if they have a message for you as well. So I'm moving forward. Get ready for positive change. And, okay. This is how it looks. Just give me 1 second. I'm immediately drawn to almost like explaining how something looks. This is really interesting, Pisces. It's like we're, if there's like water or like a creek or like around the bend at a creek, and then there's like an old boat, like a wooden boat. It's not like a yacht or like a big motorboat or anything like that. It's like a almost deserted wooden boat. So I think that like we're checking out places. Like go to what, like how does it look here, or like yeah. Interesting beginning here. Maybe only for 2 people. And I just feel like there's so much being. It's so interesting because there's like new things being presented, and even if they're new, it seems so familiar. So like I see like a snake or reptilian or like lizard dragon type of feel. Don't ask me where. And so if you were to hear about like, okay, so I think they're going to make a connection with like a reptilian or like a dragon energy. And you're like, I don't know. But once it shows up, it's like it's like if you've ever had kids, or maybe if you have a dog or a cat or like an animal that just feels like it's so natural that they're there, that it's so hard to think about a time when they were not. I thought this with both my sons, like they'd been with me for like a couple of days. It's so hard to imagine it not being there, because it feels like once they're there, they've always been. It's like they've how could I ever be? How could I ever exist without this person or without this fur baby or whatever? And it's like, so once it shows up, it is the most natural thing. I just don't think that you thought that this thing was going to be the most natural thing. So I just feel like, oh, this old reptilian connection, it's like it's always been with you. It's like first it wasn't, and then it's like it's always been there. Weird beginning here for the general population of Pisces, okay? It's like this is a time where we're moving out of anything old and we're moving into something new. We're coming away from something that maybe has felt a little bit stale, been there, done that. This is over, this is done with. Because we have a winter theme, it can be that it has been like a little bit stagnant, a little bit stale. Like there's just not much more to gather in this situation, whatever that is for you. So we're gonna move on here. So whether that's like on a personal plane, whether that's like in your work related situation, in relationships, in just general in life, there's a moving on here, moving forward, and get ready for positive change. It's going to lead to very positive changes as you're making this move. Okay, going deeper into this message, what do we have for Pisces, please, for the month of November? Think about 6 weeks into the future, give or take, as my energy as I do these readings tend to be 6 weeks. But it is the monthly for November. Loyal heart. Loyal heart. Number 35 adds up to an 8. Strong power number there. And chop wood, 42 adds up to 6. 42. Okay, transformation, 13. Sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to add the numbers up, and sometimes I feel like I shouldn't. If you work with numerology, you'll always add the numbers up unless it's is a master number, like 11, 22, 33. Wow, spiritual strength, number 9. We can't add that up. And one more. Wisdom, number 5. Wisdom, number 5. Okay. At first glance, like I have to sort it out. Pisces, there's a lot going on. So that might be your feeling that there's a lot going on at once. Like there's and not just in one area, in a lot of areas at the same time. So the loyal heart speaks about like whether this is a romantic partnership or it's a friendship or it's like a coworker, like a family member. It can be really any type of relationship. The romance comes through a little bit more strongly. So whoever resonates with that. But other than that, it's like this is a time where you're going to actually either meet someone that is very significant on your journey moving forward. They're going to play like a big role in whatever happens next. So whatever you're dealing with that is like bigger, like the moving forward, get ready for positive change. Like there's a moving forward with things in your life. And even if it's, I don't know what to compare it to, like something really logical that can go on like in a day-to-day, whether you're taking on something that feels quite grand, the taking on of it is still positive, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, I can't find anything in my brain right now. Okay. And I'm not given anything. So just play that out however that fits in your life. Whatever you resonate with, that taking on something that feels like, wow, this is rather big, like we're going to take on this thing, but taking it on is going to lead to positive change. And in this transition, in this transformation, in this moving forward, there's a significant other. There is a connection that's going to be made that's very, very vital on your journey moving forward. And if this is a romantic partnership, whether it's a friendship, like this is someone that you can fully trust. Like you can put your whole heart, you can give it away to them because this is the loyal heart. This is someone that's like really has your back, really wants the best for you, wants like, yeah, they're just really supportive. Being your friend, whether it's a romantic partnership or a friendship, this is a friend. First and foremost, this is a friend that it like just has your back. They feel really stable and solid. And this can also represent that if you had dreams, if you had visions about like just wishes about certain things moving forward, as you move forward in your life, that sometimes as life gets busy, we can forget to stick to the dream or stick to the stuff that hasn't really, maybe you haven't really vocalized it yet or visualized it enough that it has like become more real. So we get on with whatever is like right in front of our eyes. We have chopped wood, so that's also what you're supposed to do right now. But I just feel with this loyal heart that also don't forget where you're going, like what your wishes are to stay. It's interesting with the lighting, it flips on and off here for whatever reason. So there's just a reminder, don't forget your dreams, don't forget your wishes. We're staying loyal to our friends, we're staying like maybe you're like you're man or woman of your word. Like I'm gonna stay loyal to the commitment, whatever it is. Someone has promised something and they're staying loyal to it. Also stay loyal to yourself. Stay loyal to your own dream, your own wishes feels important. Then beyond that, we have chop wood. So the chop wood is about doing the task at hand. It really will serve you right now to not put, what do you say? It's not really about procrastination, because I don't feel like this is about a procrastinating thing. This is something you want to deal with and handle. And there's just a feeling like go for what's right in front of your eyes. Like take charge of that situation. Do the task at hand. Like if this is what's being needed, we need to have this done by this afternoon. Okay, then we'll get on with it. This is what we're going to do this weekend. Okay, well, there's no delay on that. Like do what is right. Do the mundane, what's right in front of your face, what sort of shows up and wants to be dealt with. Deal with it. It's what it's telling you. Like it's not an urgency, but it's like you're gonna get the move on, or you're gonna get the moving forward energy to get a move on if you sort of just do what's right in front of your face. I hope that makes sense. I'm being brought back to just pull a card on this loyal heart. So hard. So we're going to clarify the loyal heart and then move on. Yeah, it might be that, okay. Another 9 here. Sit in meditation. This is interesting. So they're having me say, I think that some of you have already made a connection. So this is someone that, okay, sorry. I'm trying to just explain what I'm feeling. With this loyal heart, there's a connection coming in. Whether this person has already entered your life or not is not the point. The point here is that I think that you have called them in. In meditation, you might have been thinking about them. Like I said, whether they're already here or they're still to be known is not the point. The point is that you've been thinking about them. You've been having them in the ethers, like in your surroundings, and in meditation. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly in meditation. This meditation card just brings me the knowledge that you have you seek them out. You're seeking them out on a ethereal plane. So I think that you and this person has already made the connection, whether it's physical or not. It can be both. Like some of you guys can have already met this person, but it's like, yeah, it's rather new. It's not a full-blown relationship. I've known this person for 10 years. That's not it. You have just recently made this connection, maybe even like online, and so you haven't actually met them in person. Or it's like, that's not the point. The point is, whether you have made the connection physically with them or not, they're in the ethers. You call them in, and I think they have called you in as well. And 9 here, because we have spiritual strength, the spiritual strength sits right underneath the loyal heart, and we're clarifying the loyal heart with the number 9. So the spiritual strength with the 9 there is representing to me unconditional love. So I just feel like this is this loyal heart, this connection feels really free. It feels really open and almost intuitive. So this Seek card can also be that, like, you're having a strong connection with them. Like you almost speak with them telepathically. It's more like your souls are speaking with each other. It's like a really, really deep connection. And so words are not really necessary. Like there's so much being said that you both understand, like on a different plane. Wow, quite the deep connection there. Then we have transformation, spiritual strength, and wisdom. And this is sitting underneath sort of the day-to-day life, the what we're doing, what we're about, the practical stuff. So transformation, spiritual strength, and wisdom. I mean, Pisces, whatever's going on in your life, and I fully and wholeheartedly believe in this, as it seems to be my, not seems to be, it is my reference and seems to be my experience over and over, that it looks like we're dealing with one thing. You're dealing with something at work. You're dealing with something at in a relationship, or you're dealing with just everyday life. Chop wood, right? It looks like that's the thing that we're dealing with, but underneath it all, there's a transformation. There's spiritual growth. There is wisdom being told. And this is no different. I feel like whatever this thing, because it is a thing, it is an actual, like, there is movement here. We're moving forward. We're moving from one place to another. And the movement in itself is what's causing this transformation. Sorry, the other way around. The transformation itself is what's causing this movement. And it looks like you're just making this move. You're moving forward in whatever way. We're making this transition, and it looks like it's about that, but it really isn't. That thing is going to unlock things for you. You're already in a transformation. That's why you're calling these things in at all. That's why. But as it's like one gives the other, and like it's a good cycle. One adds on to the other. So you grow a bit more because you're growing, and then you're calling this thing in, this relationship, this situation, this work related stuff, this health related stuff, whatever it is. And you open up even more and expanding even more. And so it goes from outer to inner to outer to inner constantly. And I feel like you've been going through this transformation that has caused you to start to shift things around. And as you shift those things around, they're inspiring and are working as a catalyst even more to create this transformation and create this spiritual strength. The spiritual strength, like I mean, you're Pisces. I'm completely generalizing now, Pisces, but you are Pisces from the beginning. So we're starting there. You being so already intuitive, so deeply feeling. Empathy is coming out of your ears. Like you're the deepest sign, right? So already that's your nature. I just feel like you're taking stuff to the next level right now spiritually. And there are things on the outside, in the outside world, that matches that. Like you need to pull from your, I don't want to scare anyone, because it sounds maybe like I'm saying stuff that like, well, this is gonna take some strength there on your part, like, to get through this. That's not what I mean. It's still do you say an undertaking? That sounds like something is under, like it's not too big. Like it's a big undertaking. Do you say that? Like you're taking on a big task. It's a big thing we're doing here, or big things. And so it demands certain stuff from you, but it's going to be so good, and like the outcome is so good. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Yeah, I just get so much about this looking back at like where you've been, but like like this dude right here having a full blown, like this cape or this dress, whatever it is in purple. So it's like more again, spiritual growth. It is the wisdom card. And like this person here is, I just feel like this side is one story, and this little house with the little people there is one story. Like it once was a little family there, and like you're looking back and like bye. Saying bye to that little cottage and little family street. Like it looks like it's us, two adults and a child. A small child and a mom and a dad, perhaps. A little family and a little cottage. And it's like you're reminiscing almost, like looking back at it and like, bye. I'm over here now with the sun in my face. learned so much more, know exactly who I am, lost a little bit of hair, like you've been around for a bit. And then there's the dog here that really stands out to me today. Perhaps it's because I really want my own dog right now. I don't think that's the case though. Because of the loyal heart, because the dog represents loyalty, friendship, unconditional love, true companionship, really. And it just comes through again, like you're on this side now with true companionship, with loyalty, with, I don't know if there's like, I don't think it's been a cheating situation, but like whatever you're stepping away from, like you're so much more wholesome, like you're so much more in your right clothing. You've grown into your own shoes. Okay. A little bit more here for Pisces for the month of November, please. Look at that. Shine with number 19, and I'm drawn to the 19 today because 19 is about the prince or princess of heaven, which means, again, we have a swirling situation here with the partnership. Again, I am more drawn to the romantic, like when Prince and Princess of Heaven comes out, 19, it is more about the romantic partnership. But since this is a general read and not everyone is even looking for a romantic partnership, maybe you're already in a committed partnership, like whatever your situation is, whatever status you feel like you have. This is when someone is in the ethers. They're around you. You probably have already made the connection, whether it's physical or not. You have made it physical or not. And they're there. They're there. Slow down. Yeah, the sun card. Shine. This is when you're like fully coming online. I just feel like I'm going to get a lot of yin and yang. Like balance. Things want to really line up for you. It doesn't mean that nothing is happening in your life. Quite the contrary. Like there's a lot happening right now because there's a lot that this is what I mean with we're saying goodbye to the old and we're stepping into the new. And because you're stepping into the new, the moving forward here, get ready for positive change. You're coming out of something. It's like you're leaving it, like we're stripping away the cold and the stagnant energy here. And like from here, this is almost like two different cards as well. I always get like a New York feel with this New York inspiration. What is her face? Frihetsgudinnan. Statue of Liberty. I think that's the Statue of Liberty, right? So maybe there's a New York connection for someone. It just feels like this is like one side is more the old and the stale, and this new energy from right here moving forward is brand new. And because it's brand new, you're undergoing this big transformation. Things on the other side like has to match it. You can't stay here anymore. You're shifting the energy, and therefore the outer plane is shifting as well. And I think you already felt that. You probably have already proof. It feels like you're so in it already. And I think the month of November is gonna be a lot of those transitions, the physical transitions. So like if there's a lot of things that you've been thinking about, or like things are underway, we're on the way, we're not stuck, we're not fully there. I could have had like the old and a new card here come out. But I guess you're seeing both worlds, and you're not. I don't feel like you're seeing fully the new world just yet. Like you're not living in a new world just yet, and I don't mean that literally, unless I do. I don't think I mean that literally, like a new world. I just mean that there's projects happening. There's 19. There's someone swirling in the ethers. We have thoughts about certain changes and certain moves, you know? And we're in the smack middle of that transformation. So I feel like you're really in it. If you resonate with this reading, you're in it. Like you feel that transition already. I don't think that you have made the actual move, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay, one more. Okay. Wow. It literally just dropped out. And look what it's called. Moving on. moving forward, moving on. Get ready for positive change. I mean, well, I guess if someone has been thinking like, should I move on? Should I not move on? Should I get on with this project? Should I not get on with this project? There's your answer. It's a big like bye to the old, hello to the new, moving forward, moving on. Okay. I'm just going to read from the book. Number 8, there again. Strong numbers. Power numbers are really with you. Green. Moving on. Change is necessary. Change is a necessary part of the natural world. This is also true of relationships. As a person evolves, so must a relationship, or it will stagnate. This card is a reminder to examine your current relationships to see if they still feel. Sorry. This card is a reminder to examine your current relationships to see if they still feed your soul and help you grow. Are you staying in a relationship because it seems okay or there's no real reason to end it, but you feel like something is missing? Do your relationships have substance and bring you joy? Are you able to be your authentic self in your relationships? This card suggests that it may be time to walk away in some respect. This can be an actual ending of a relationship or simply taking a break to soul search. This is your time. Give yourself the space and permission to determine what you need and what you want, and then decide if it can be found in the current relationship as it exists now. If not, it may be that important time to make some essential changes. And obviously, this is about the heart and a lot about relationships. And so this can be for someone, I've talked a lot about that there's a new relationship on the horizon. There's just talking about this newness and the moving forward and where you're getting to. But it can also be that you're saying goodbye. Like this, just as this card can represent that, like evaluating the job situation that you're in. Is it time to move on from that job? Is it time to move on from that, like your living situation, where you live, the state, the country, it's not just about relationships. What is it that you're ready to let go of? Maybe you've outgrown something. And the same thing here, like I say goodbye to this little house. It might be that you're saying goodbye to certain relationships, friendships, might even be romantic partnerships that have you outgrown it, or do you feel like it's time to move on? And I mean, obviously we're getting a big move on, moving forward. It's time to go, bye to the old. And you're in smack middle in this transformation is what I feel. Obviously you feel if it's the truth or not for you. If it feels like, yeah, it's like you're breathing out, you're taking a sigh of relief, like, yeah, this is so right. Like, I'm so supposed to do this. Or you feel like, no, this is so wrong. I so want to stay here. You'll feel it as I talk. Okay, we're going to end this message with the angels. What do you have for Pisces, please, for the month of November? Look for a sign. Isn't that annoying? Look for a sign. I might be your sign. This validation right here might be a sign. Numbers might be a sign. Okay, we're just waiting for one more card. Reconsider. Okay. So I just feel like look for a sign. I just feel like this is a time to really like feel what you feel. What brings you joy? What makes you feel excitement? And what if you're like trying to figure out whether to leave a job or leave a relationship, or like move forward, or like move forward with some answer situation, like how does it feel? Yeah, we can look for signs. We probably are being, not probably, we're being guided everywhere all the time if we just sort of pay attention. It can be so many synchronicities that just matches it. Like, and then obviously that shows up there. Obviously, that's going to be a sign. That's going to be in synchronicity that tells you you're on the right path. But if you don't feel like you have those signs, as you think about a situation, how does it feel? It doesn't mean that you have to run around and laugh your ass off if it's the right path, but does it feel a little lighter? Just a little lighter in your body as you think about it. And as you think about not making that move or sticking around in the situation that you're in, does it bring a little bit of a heaviness? That's your answer. That's your inner being saying whether to go or to stay in whatever situation this is. And the reconsider, I just feel like this is make sure that everything is in alignment. Just like something about like get your ducks in a row. Look, if there's documents or contracts or if you're going to sort of quit a job, look into your rights about I rarely get this stuff, but there's something about like look at the papers or look at the documents or look at what you're signing off or signing on to for. Make sure everything is in alignment. Speak your truth. Speak what you want, and it will really fall into good soil, as the old expression goes. Okay? A really, really beautiful, uplifting energy here. I love it. 8 and 9 is coming out several times. And this spy to the old and really moving forward. Get ready for positive change, people. Okay, that's what I have for you, beautiful Pisces. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me a lot. And like the video if you actually do. Take care.